Snow for the Midwest and Northeast, but especially around the Great Lakes, fire for Texas, and an extreme amount of wind for the Northern Rockies and Plains. Good morning, I'm meteorologist Buttes, January 14, 2026. So as mentioned in yesterday's forecast, we're having a little bit of snow that's coming from the north throughout the Midwest into the Ohio Valley and then eventually to the Western Appalachians. And especially for the Western Appalachians, we could see snow from Tennessee all the way up north to places like New York. Now for the more northern states in the Midwest, we've already seen the snow pass through overnight, and right now it's currently in places like Illinois, Indiana, and Ohio. Or you can be lucky enough or unlucky enough like me this morning, you can see a snow squall, which is essentially like a mini blizzard where there's going to be heavy snow and high wind and low visibility for a short period of time. And any chance for a snow squall will most likely happen in places like Illinois, Indiana, and Ohio. So with this snow passing through in all these areas, we're not going to see that much snow accumulation unless you live on the western side of the Appalachians or the Great Lakes. Specifically, if you live in areas southeast of Lake Michigan, you may see upwards of 6 to 12 inches of snow. We're also going to see a lot of lake effect snow in the surrounding areas of Lake Erie and Lake Ontario, where you guys may see upwards to 4 to 6 inches of snowfall. And this is all pretty much going to occur all day today and pretty much tomorrow. And this is happening because we have a really strong surface low pressure around the Ontario area, and it's bringing in multiple cold fronts. The first one more south of us, which already passed through, is bringing in more precipitation such as rain. And the second one that's passing through the Midwest, it's bringing in that snow or that snow squall. Either way, we're going to see all these Arctic temperatures or freezing temperatures going all the way south as Florida by tomorrow morning. Behind these cold fronts, we're going to have a lot of high surface winds. So places from the Great Lakes all the way down to places like Texas, we're going to have surface wind speeds from 15 to 25 miles per hour sustained and wind gusts up to 35 to 45. Which in Texas, in addition to all this, we're going to have relative humidities around 20% or lower. So with that relative dryness and the high wind speed, we're going to have a fire risk. So looking at 500 millibars of mid troposphere, looking at the broader picture of things, we still have this high pressure that formed in the west, and it's causing this ridge. And so we're going to have a lot of our severe weather come from the northwest into the Midwest. So we're seeing that right now with this current low pressure system that's created this trough that goes all the way down to Texas, but we're going to see another low pressure system that's currently in the Alberta Saskatchewan area. And this incoming low pressure is going to do two things. One, it's going to bring in more snow for places like Minnesota, Wisconsin, Michigan, and eventually to the Great Lakes, but also an extreme amount of high wind from places like Montana and throughout the entire plains. So as early as midnight tonight, places like Minnesota, North Dakota, you guys may see some snow, and this is going to travel to the Great Lakes area by tomorrow morning and afternoon. But further west into the plains and eastern Rockies, you're going to see really high wind from like 35 to 50 miles per hour and wind gusts up to 70 miles per hour or greater. And most of this wind is going to occur from Thursday afternoon to Friday afternoon. And then not to mention, we're going to see winds coming from the northwest, so it's going to be bringing in more colder air, and so we're going to see wind chill temperatures in the negatives.